Wasabi dudes, welcome back to another episode of Cooking Companions. I think we left off, can't remember where we left off last actually. Oh, something just happened. Oh, what's her? Maria just left. So, she's dead. Let's see who dies next. My bet's on Gregor, honestly. So let's get into it. Why is the music not playing? Maybe it's her. Here, I'll save it and let me just reopen it. Save here. Save game. Back to game. Title screen. There it is.
Whee! Cabbage!
I gotta work on my intros, by the way. Kind of dog shit. That's loud. Is there not supposed to be sound here? Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? What if I say no? You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it. Wait, what? I've just had this the entire time? You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into small cutlets. They immediately grabs them off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely hidden, so you can ration better this time. Where did I get it? I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bath, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. His taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying down. Don't tell me that's Maria. Because that's kind of fucking... First of all, where did she come from? Did I miss something? Finally, my focus is coming back. I'm going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? You knock on the door first. Anatoly? You slowly open the door. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if you still feel sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anatoly remember that? You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Where did I get it? The meal gave everyone the perseverance Bro, you see that? Look at that face in there. No. That needs to stop. Oh, that is creeping me out, bro. Eating will just make them hungrier. Please don't tell me that's gonna jump out at me. I will fucking piss myself. Oh, it's gone. They're fine now, but they'll be begging for more. What the fuck was that? We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No argument. Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith. But he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately. So you reply. Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. Then the rope comes out. He ties you to the chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of his face. You can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest, as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. That's just, oh, it's extra, douchebag. You wake in a cold sweat. I didn't get a good look at that one. Day 9. Where did the meat come from? You wake up to see Gregor looking at the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything?
Они вас никогда не простят.
Let's see if I see anything. Sorry, forgot to read it. I was too concentrated. Oh, my bad. Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something. Right? What? Yes. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast, right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Maria. It's what she would have wanted. What's gone into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us another slab. What is that face? Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Maria. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Maria. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor was right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Maria out there. I think Maria's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed. I'm ravenous.
Лучше спи с двумя глазами открытыми.
Maria. Something is approaching.
Onion!
Fuck you, Onion. Onion. not going to be very sweet today.
Boy!
I'm worried about Anatoly.
Boy!
He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It'll help prevent colds and ward off viruses.
Onion!
That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s.
Boy!
How embarrassing. Who would believe that?
Boy!
There even was a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know it smells like a raw onion left in a room?
Boy!
You. It's been a while since you last bathed, right? You can't remember. Could smell you before I even came into the room.
Onion!
Yikes. Fuck you, man. So can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving.
Onion!
Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways. Tapping on the windows. Crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around?
Onion!
Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side.
Onion!
Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates.
Boy!
They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow.
Onion!
Later. What the fuck is going on here? Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. Jesus. I don't know what it is with reading and making me yawn. Fucking ridiculous. Day 10. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, and then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Those are weird-ass dreams. Make sure I don't see any monsters lying around. Something smells terrible in the living room. Oh no. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. You look surprised. Weirdly happy. Not okay. Something's weird. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? Oh no. I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was? Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tension seemed to be rising. You've 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Fuck! I don't know. I want to talk to the Gregor because I haven't talked to him at all yet. I want to talk to him because I think he's about to die. I want to talk to her because she seems to be crazy. I want to talk with the Chompets because they know something. But this is near the basement, though. Something's up with that basement. Ugh. Can I open this? Anatoly looks pale. Thanks for coming over. Anatoly seems comforted by her presence. Gregor told me he's heard Maria. I'm sure Karen isn't being honest with me. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often, I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to drown outside, but at least I won't have to have her tormenting me anymore. You know it's in the basement, don't you? No. Wow. You aren't kidding anyone. You're just lying to yourself. Please get away from me. You oblige. You call everyone together for a meeting. Why do I feel like I missed something? What is going on? Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's gonna pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll go all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears rolled down Gregor's cheek. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Oh, man. Their romance. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Karen. Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Oh, I'm a piece of shit. Goodbye, Anatoly. Will that only work if I have him at 5? At 5 hearts? But I had Maria at 5 hearts. Why wouldn't I talk her out of it? Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Anatoly's left the cabin. Gregor, see you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor was getting choked up. I didn't tell him I'm missing him already. back to you. You shut your eyes quickly, falling asleep. No. You hear scraping from the floor. Please, God. Bruh, stop that! You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference. Get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from that red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yes. You nod. Yes, sir. It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Brun. That pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Later, skater. Brett hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Brett told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with the towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. It's a weird place to leave off, but I'm gonna leave off. Jesus fucking Christ. This is some. This took a dark turn. Giving me goosebumps down my spine, man. This is ridiculous. Well, anyways, I'm gonna continue right where we're at, but I'm gonna do it in the next part. So, deuces. See you in the next one.